a few thoughts there. I think that we we recognize what we've done is our own internal analysis, right? So when we set this 24/7 goal, we really looked at every single data center we had all over the world, and we did a deep analysis on what that grid mix was. Even though we've been 100% renewable since 2017, and what we actually found is that on average across all of our data centers across all the world, we were really only running about 60% of the time on renewable energy. And the rest of the time we were running on non-renewable energy because of that grid mix, when you look at it by hour. So for us, understanding the grid mix at an hourly level is super important. And we've done a lot of that analysis ourselves. And so we've also developed some in-house tools and new technologies to help us, deal with those scope 1, scope 2 emissions, which looks like shifting some of our load. We have some new fancy Google algorithms, I guess you could say, that help us shift our load when the grid is cleanest on an hourly basis. And then we have projects like DeepMind, which help us get better when wind is going to generate. And really that's because we're focused on the hour, which when you start getting to that type of level, you start to recognize that, you can be at 100% renewable, but in some hours you're not generating on any renewable energy. And so for us, I think that type of information was really impactful and helped us to go, okay, so how do we actually work to make the grid, which we're operating at, clean every hour, as opposed to just putting in enough energy or putting in enough renewables in the ground to compensate for our load. And so that's where we're shifting. So I think the more finite the data is, the more refined it is from a timestamp level, I think really will help to craft programs and market designs that are forward thinking in those solutions. And I think open opportunities for different technologies that have specific hourly profiles. We know that renewables are intermittent, but there's a lot of room for demand response and energy efficiency during certain hours of the day. And if there's a big need during certain hours to get to that carbon free, that gives them more value. And so I think understanding that is really, really helpful.